What up? What's happening? What it do? It's your boy Big Trail. Big Trail's Vlogcast. Give yourself a round of applause, please. Clap for yourself. Always be your number one cheerleader. Bump everybody else. If they ain't feeling you, you gotta feel yourself. You feel me? If they ain't feeling you, gotta feel yourself. You feel me? All right, let's get right into this. This is from a YouTube channel called EWU Body Cam. EWU Body Cam. And the title is called Cop Mistakes Mass Killer for Prankster. All right, we're just gonna see how this goes. Let's get right into it. Let go.
He said that he killed 5 people.
I got a call from 2 cousins, my son, murdered them all. Yeah. He was locked up for 20 years.
I'm serious, I'm not crazy. You could go to the address and verify, but I want you to handcuff me first.
All right, let me pull up really quick. What the hell is going on? What the hell?
When an unassuming man...
They were so nonchalant about it. This man just said that he killed 5 people. He said, put me in handcuffs. All right, let me pull up. It's almost like he was disturbing their break or something.
And waves down Cleveland police on the evening of January 13th, 2023. The officers have no idea what to expect, given the man's peculiar intensity and his unusual request. Their seeming annoyance with the situation can perhaps be understood.
He approached our vehicle and said that he just did something bad. He said that he killed 5 people.
Only a few minutes before police encounter the man, a Chicago woman named Lourdes Martinez contacts 911 to tell Cleveland dispatchers that she'd received a disturbing call.
I got a phone call from my ex-boyfriend that he just killed his whole family, and his mother's on his way there to the house. And the one he said he killed was his sister, brother-in-law, 2 kids, and his sister's father. You think he's serious?
That is crazy. Everybody's saying, do you think he's serious? This man's and I understand that a lot of people don't confess these kind of crimes, so they're probably thrown off.
First time he called, he was crying and told me that he loved me, that he's always going to love me, and he's never going to see me again. And he was very highly upset and then hung up.
Given the sensational nature of her ex-boyfriend's claim, it's perhaps natural that the dispatcher reacts with doubt when the dispatcher presses for more information. The caller reveals details that not only put the man's claims in context, but also herald possible danger for anyone, including police.
Does he have any mental or physical disabilities? No, he's bipolar, but he did tell me that he has a gun and he still has 2 bullets in it.
2 bullets left. Was he trying to scare her into thinking he was planning further violence? Is he making a veiled illusion of potentially taking his own life? These are the questions that police department officials must consider as they attempt to figure out what's transpiring. Later in the call, the woman provides the dispatcher with additional background on her ex-boyfriend, along with blood-curdling details about their conversation.
Wow.
He's been in prison before. He's been there a total of 21 years of breaks, but it was never for murder. It's always been drug charges.
So he called upset and crying?
Yeah, the first time he did. The second time when we talked on FaceTime, he seemed more calm, but he just kept saying over and over because I did it.
So when he called back, he seemed calm?
Yeah, but he kept saying, I killed them all.
What's your ex-boyfriend's name?
His name is Martin, M-A-R-T-I-N, Muniz, M-U-N-I-Z.
At nearly the exact same time that Martin Muniz's ex-girlfriend is talking to police, Cleveland dispatchers are fielding another 911 call from Janelle Gabriel, a member of Muniz's extended family.
My aunt just called me and told me her son just killed everybody in the house. She just called me, she's crying, and so I just decided to call just to, I don't know.
And who killed everybody in the house?
His name is Martin. That's what I heard. I don't know if it's true, but this is what I'm being told, and she's on her way over there, and I don't want there to be an issue.
Some people, they've been in so long that when they get out, they just don't know how to handle it. And I'm not saying that's his case, but you can read online about these situations happening all the time where the person's been in 20, 30 years and all they know is the prison system, and they get out and then there's new technology, there's new ways of doing things. People don't act the same. It's just, everything's fast paced.
So your aunt is on the way to address that everybody got killed at. How would she know that?
Yeah, I do not know that.
What's her name?
Carmel.
Spell it.
C-A-R-M-E-L.
Does she drink or do drugs?
She drinks, but I don't know if she's drinking.
The man's mother is hurrying to the scene
Wow.
of a grisly homicide that, if found to be true, would be national news. As police are informed about the 911 calls, they also hear from another unit, which confirms that they've come into contact with a man fitting the description callers have just given to officials.
Come back and let us know if you pick your son up. I'm out here with left. Coveralls, black shoes, red echo. We have detained at the moment. We're about to put him in our back seat, head over back.
The officer on the radio is describing his encounter with the man of the hour,
Yeah.
Martin Muniz. Oddly enough, it was Muniz himself who flagged officers down,
Yeah.
roughly a mile north of his home address on Mack Court. If it seems strange that Muniz would be so far from his home, it does coincide with what his ex-girlfriend told police dispatchers. She confirmed that on her second conversation with Muniz, he was FaceTiming her while out on a walk. Again, the question surfaces, is the suspect having a lark for his own deranged amusement, or are his confessions real? When he speaks to the officers, they don't yet know about the 911 calls, and given the man's bizarre statements, they aren't sure what to believe.
I'm serious. I'm not crazy. And you could go to the address and verify the address. But I want you to handcuff me first.
All right, let me pull up really quick. What the hell is going on, dude? What the hell? Hold on, I got us.
But do you see how they're saying? They're not saying this like they have a possible killer on their hands. Because if they had a possible killer, they would be more on alert. He's talking about, hold on, I got us. So he's the only one getting out the car? Like, this dude just said that he killed 5 people. Come, let me pull up. What's going on? Like, oh my God. Almost like he's a nuisance. Like, we don't have time for this. It's almost like they believe he's lying.
Get out, cuffs. Turn your camera on. 240 radio. Yeah, you can put us out, or clear us off of this assignment, no cause, and put us out at 44 on Clark with a male. He approached our vehicle and said that he just did something bad, and he's going to give us an address on Mack Court as to what he did and where it's at.
He just told you what he did. He said,
He said that he killed 5 people.
The officers have been thrust into a situation they know very little about, and given Muniz's confession and the uncertainty of the scenario, it's no surprise that he's been handcuffed. At the same time, the demeanor of the officers betrays their suspicion that this story isn't true.
Trying to make sense of it. I know it's probably odd for them, but it just, I don't know, I'd be on alert. Somebody tell me they killed somebody, I'm believing them.
Any indication on him of this occurring? Yeah, right. None that I've seen.
At last, the responding officers arrive at the address on Mack Court.
Hi, my daughter lives here. I got a call from 2 cousins, my son. Murdered them all. I don't know. I just got here and I don't trust him, so I was afraid to knock on the door. I was waiting for you guys.
His son's not here. I don't believe. He approached 2.
Do you know the cousin? Does he have mental disorders? What's up? Who's the guy that called?
My son, yes. Yeah. He was locked up for 20 years. Yes, he's got mental
What was he
issues.
locked up for?
All kinds of violations.
Like violence
yes,
against people?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, well, just hang tight for us.
But, you know, my daughter's car's like, oh my God, my whole inside is shaking.
Damn. Man. And to walk into a scene knowing that there's possible dead bodies, like, you got to commend some officers. Like, I'm not a officer hater. I'm not a police hater. I just hate the bad ones. You feel what I'm saying? But you have to commend people who are willing to go in there and just initially see that. That is, oh my God, that's crazy.
Yeah. Barring 25 radio. The front door is open. It's just unlocked. It's not all the way open.
Copy. You want me to walk in first and call my grandkids?
No, man. No.
Who else is
Sarge.
supposed to live here?
given permission to go inside his.
Husband,
Have you tried to call her?
I called all of them. No one's answering. Her car's not here.
Hey, we don't need permission.
Hello?
We had 2 emails
Same, we don't need permission.
Go in.
the location. I wasn't notified of anyone being inside.
Cleveland Police!
You're not enough to go
No,
getting
I
one
don't
from the
know. I
door.
don't know. I was waiting for it. I thought I had the cops come, so I don't know. They're going in and out.
All right, I apologize for not having a lot of commentary, but this is just, it's interesting. It's crazy. I'm just putting my mind in the, in the thoughts of the officer. I'm trying to put myself in the position of the officers. And it's just, that's crazy, man. Yep.
Cleveland Police!
He's awesome.
Somebody's on the bed. Oh, yo, it's real. Get EMS rolling.
It's real. Damn.
You got 1 female on the ground.
While this is the end of the body cam footage publicly released by the Cleveland Police Department, we know from subsequent reports that the scene was one of unimaginable brutality. As the officer himself says in the tape, it's real. The 911 callers and their shocking claims. Muniz's confession to police that he had done something bad. All of it was real. Officers found the bodies of 34-year-old Angelic Gonzalez, Muniz's sister, 69-year-old Miguel Gonzalez.
That dude killed his sister and his nieces, or niece and nephew. That, man.
Her father, and 16-year-old Jaden Baez, her son. Officers also found Muniz's brother-in-law, Anthony Booth, who would succumb to his injuries in the hospital the very next day.
Oh, he was the one that was moving.
Booth's 8-year-old daughter was also a victim of this senseless rampage. Police found her with a gunshot wound to the neck. Miraculously, she turned out to be the lone survivor of the calculated mayhem that tore a Cleveland family apart. And what is to become of the man allegedly responsible for this heinous crime? Has he shown any signs of remorse? Judge for yourself. At his arraignment on January 24th, Muniz listened as a victim's advocate informed the judge that the surviving members of his family would not be present in court and that they never want to see him again. Hearing this news, Muniz's only response was a cold-hearted laugh, but it may be the justice system that laughs last. According to Cleveland's WKYC Channel 3 News, Muniz made a Facebook post only days before the murders, replying to a friend who asked, "What's good, bro?" Muniz's response provides ominous evidence of premeditation. Nothing. The end is near. Bless you, my friend.
Wow.
And just when you thought this sordid tale couldn't get any worse, there was a final stunning turn of events in May of 2023. That was when...
So I don't understand what you mean by the justice system will get the last laugh. There's still 5 dead people. He's never getting out again. No matter if you did first degree, second degree, whatever, he's not getting out. So that whole comment about justice system getting the last laugh, that's kind of weird.
The incarcerated Muniz admitted to fatally shooting 45-year-old Jamie Molina in North Camden, New Jersey, on the afternoon of October 30th, 2013, 10 years before the slaughter in Cleveland. A jury will have the final say on what happens to Muniz, but there can be no doubt that Cuyahoga County prosecutors are ruthlessly serious about taking the alleged killer out of society for good. On March 3rd of 2023, Muniz's 25 charges were re-indicted with a designation of capital punishment, meaning that Muniz could be sentenced to death if convicted of the murders. Muniz has pleaded not guilty to all charges. At this time, his trial has been set for April of 2024.
All right, now, how do you confess to killing people? Describe where everybody's at in the house. 1 upstairs, 2 in the bedroom, 2 in the front room, or whatever. Admit that you did it and then plead not guilty. But anyway, that's a sad case that going on. I'm glad that they caught him quickly before he hurt anybody else, and I think that's what he was thinking about when he turned himself in. He knew something wasn't right with him. He knew something wasn't right with him, so he turned himself in, and I'm glad at least he done that. It sucks that that 5 people died, but at least there won't be any further people being victimized by this guy. So that's it. That's a sad situation. So, all right. So let me know in the comments what y'all think about this video, how y'all react, what y'all think should have happened, and whatever's on your mind. Just let me know down in the comments below. All right. Here's your boy Big Trail. We gonna get out of here. Big TRELL'Z Vlogcast. Let's get it. Get it.